So this is the perfect step-by-step geology guide for those individuals that just got started with geology and want to maximize their results. In this video I'll go over the geology morning routine and nighttime routine. And thus, first of all, congratulations with getting your skincare regimen. And hey, if you still haven't gotten your skincare regimen, I will have it linked down below. And with that said, let's get started with the morning routine. Step 1. Face wash with everyday face wash. So the first thing you do to maximize your geology results is to use some warm water all over your face as a preparation for cleansing. So let me do that. You don't have to actually soak your face with water, but just tap it a little bit to make sure your face is wet. Alright, there we go. And then the next step is to use the everyday face wash. And a lot of individuals are wondering, how much should I use? And if you look at the back of the product, it literally says use enough face wash to fill this circle. So let me use the everyday face wash now. There we go. So you lather the soap in your hands and dampen your hands until it becomes foamy. So let me do that now. And I prefer to do it in both hands because I know I'm going to use both of my hands. And I continue to dampen it a little bit until it becomes foamy. And you can also add a tiny bit of water if you'd like. So I've added a little bit of water and let me further dampen it. And it's all foamy now. So now I gently start to cleanse my face, and I do this for around 30 seconds. And you don't want to apply it too harshly, but make sure you do actually cleanse it properly, because this way you'll get rid of all of the dirt and oil buildup on your face. And also make sure that the product doesn't go in your eyes, because otherwise you'll irritate your eyes. And I do recommend you to just simply use your hands. I wouldn't recommend you using those cloths or sponges because they've got a different texture that can actually harm and irritate your skin. I also like to apply the everyday face wash just under my facial hair because this area does get spots if I don't properly take care of it. And as always, feel free to add a little bit of water to make the process a little bit easier. And once you're finished with cleansing, follow up with pat drying. So let me guide you through the process. Alright, so the first thing I have to do is to rinse my face with warm water. Let me make it a little bit warmer. Alright, now it's time to rinse my face. And the thing that you realize about the geology products is that it gets quite foamy after you add more water. But don't worry about this, because this really makes sure that it gets rid of all of the oil buildup and dirt without getting rid of the important oils. And once you've gotten rid of all of the product from your face, your skin will be shining because you've gotten rid of all of the oil buildup and all of the dirt. And now it's time to pat dry your face. You use a towel. By using a towel, you can dry your face, but make sure that you only pat dry it. Don't use too much force on the skin of your face because it's more delicate, and because of this, it's more vulnerable compared to the skin on the rest of your body. Alright, there we go. Step number 2 is to moisturize with Vital Morning Cream. So since you've cleansed your face, you've gotten rid of all of the oil buildup, all of the dirt, but at the same time your skin is a little bit more drier now, and that's why it's extremely important to use the Vital Morning Face Cream. The way you use it and the way you use this product is extremely straightforward. You only need one pump on your finger, and it may not seem like a lot, but one pump can go a long way. And on days where you feel like that your skin is a little bit drier than usual, you can use 2 pumps. And all you have to do is to dab it on your face. I prefer to start on my cheeks, then my forehead, and also a little bit on my nose. Then I'm gonna start to slightly dab it all around my face and evenly distribute it. And this is the way I prefer to do it, because you don't want to push it too harshly on your skin, but at the same time, dabbing can be quite time consuming, and thus I slightly glide over my face while still making sure that I don't pressure too harshly. Step 3 is an SPF 30, which is highly recommended for all skin tones and skin types. So when it comes to the SPF 30, it doesn't come in the regular kit, but it's still very important for those individuals that want to maintain their skin integrity, because on a day-to-day life we get exposed to quite a lot of UV rays from the sun, and this can cause sun damage. And that's why it's extremely important to protect your skin from the sun by using an SPF 30. And the way that you apply this product is almost identical, just like the Vital Morning Face Cream. So I prefer to dab it on both of my cheeks, my forehead, then my nose. But I also apply it on my neck, because my neck is also exposed to the UV sun rays and I want to protect it. And then I use my slide method again, just to be time efficient, but at the same time make sure that I don't apply it too harshly on my skin. And also take caution when it comes to your skin, because you're meant to reapply it after every 2 hours. On days where you're exposed to a lot of sun, you're going swimming, or you're sweating a lot, it's important to apply it every 40 minutes. And the thing about the Geologie SPF 30 is that relative to a lot of other brands, they leave your skin a little bit too white, but when it comes to this one, if you make sure that it really goes into your skin, you're good to go relative to a lot of other brands. And this is pretty much it when it comes to the morning routine. And on days when you're extremely active or you're going on an adventure, I would recommend you to bring the essential moisturizer with you to give your skin the extra moisture it requires. So I finished with the morning routine now, and I will come back for the nighttime routine. So I'll see you soon. Alright, so I'm back again and it's time for the nighttime routine. And by the way, just in case you're wondering, I'm using regimen number 28. And in terms of the nighttime routine, step 1 is also using the everyday face wash. And just like previously mentioned, you dab some warm water on your face to moisturize and open the pores. And in terms of the everyday face wash, they provide you 2 bottles. One for the sink and one for the shower. So this way you won't forget where you left your everyday face wash in the morning. And just like previously mentioned, on the back of the product you see this circle, and that is how much product you need. So let me apply it on my hands. There we go. So now it's time to dampen my hands and make it foamy. I also like to add a little bit of water to quicken the process. And as you can tell, it's ready to go. Slightly cleanse your face with the cleanser to make sure you get rid of all of the products that you've used in the morning. And at the same time, all of the dirt build up. Make sure you avoid the eye area, and at the same time, it is recommended to use your hands instead of any cloth or a sponge, because that can over exfoliate your skin and end up irritating it. And after I'm done applying the product on my face, it's time to rinse my face with warm water. You can gently see how the product is working on my skin and getting rid of all of the oil buildup. And thus, if you initially apply a little bit of warm water, it gets a little bit more foamy, but then after that, the more warm water you apply, the more you get rid of the product. And after you've gotten rid of all of the face wash, just gently dab your towel on your skin. And since the skin on your face is a little bit more delicate, make sure you don't apply too much force, because relative to the skin on your body, obviously that's a little bit thicker. Alright, there we go. Step 2 is to treat eyes with nourishing eye cream. So the nourishing eye cream is the product that gets rid of all of the dark eye circles and puffy eye bags. The way you use this product is that you apply one pump on one of your ring fingers, and you do the same on the other ring finger. And after you've applied on both ring fingers, you slightly dab it under your eyes. Some of you guys might be thinking, isn't this too little product? Well, the truth is, you only need to use a little bit, since it can go a long way. And this is due to the concentration of the product, and at the same time, you only apply it under your eyes and not the entire face. Thus, the amount of product is adequate. And the reason I recommend you to use the ring finger is because it applies the least amount of pressure under your eyes. And this is extremely important because the skin under our eyes is very delicate and thin, and you don't want to use too much pressure on it. And thus, using your ring finger really serves this purpose. So the product is applied and I'm good to go. Step 3 is to moisturize and restore your skin with the repairing night cream. And thus, after applying the nourishing eye cream, all you do is that you apply one pump on your finger. And it may not seem like a lot, but it has retinol in it and it really does its magical work. And just like in the morning, I like to dab it on both of my cheeks, on my forehead and on my nose, and then I start to gently apply it all over my face. And it is recommended to dab on your face instead of rubbing, but sometimes I also like to slide it a little bit just to be a bit more time efficient. And just like when it comes to all of the other products, avoid your eyes. And a pro tip is that just like Rome, good skin isn't built in a day. Consistent daily use helps your skin see results faster. And even on days when it feels like it doesn't seem to work, you need to push through, because over time you will thank yourself. Some days it will feel like that nothing is happening, but other days you'll feel on top of the world because you see all of the results paying off. And thus, consistency is fundamental. And thus, I hope this video was useful and informative. And a huge thank you to Geologie for sponsoring this video. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please consider to the subscribe button and leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. And hey, if you still haven't gotten your Geologie trial set, what are you waiting for? I will have a 70% discount link down below, and you should definitely take it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate your time, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye bye.